and then you can release it and you can move forward. You can move higher in vibration. I kind of refer to it as, if I want to fly, if I want to go higher in vibration and I want to fly, but I have a big old backpack of bricks on my back of all the heaviness of my past that I'm dragging around every day, energetically, this is going to be quite exhausting, and it's going to pretty much be impossible for me to fly. I'm going to try, but it's like dragging me down. So the first thing that we need to do, if you just visualize the backpack, is what? We need to figure out what the heck that backpack is, and we need to shake it off, and we need to like let it go because it's not us. And once we drop all that energetic vibrational heaviness, we release it. Now, without even trying, we start floating. We start to soar because we've released all that heaviness. So I'd say that's the first thing that I would encourage. If you feel like you're afraid and you're struggling to look into that stuff, which it can happen. There can be a lot of us that I've had clients that suppress stuff. They don't even remember their childhoods because it was so dark. They just blocked it out. I would encourage you to go and seek a healer, an aligned healer, and I would encourage you to meditate before you go into action and ask your angels to please guide you to the most aligned healer and helper who can help you clear that, help you move forward. You want to come from a place of love when you ask rather than when you're in fear and desperation, because sometimes when we're in fear and desperation, we will go to exactly that energy for guidance. So I encourage you to really ask from a vibration of love, to be guided and to be led, and then honor that knowing and go take action and invest in that healing, invest in that clearing, because that's going to help you move forward. The next step, daily meditation. I would start that immediately after the show. If I were each of you, I would take a little bit of time to be still and quiet. 10, 15 minutes doesn't have to be this huge commitment. It's just being consistent every day. If you're feeling really tense, you're feeling anxiety, that your mask is off. So we can learn to feel our energy is a great way of teaching us if we're in alignment or not. If I'm feeling anxious and nervous and kind of panicky, I have a pinch in my oxygen tank, or I've actually dismantled my mask in some way. So kind of try to get this visual of the oxygen mask. You want to get that mask back on. I'm breathing again. Source energy is flowing. That is what's going to happen when you enter meditation. When you go into stillness and you release all the heaviness, all the resistance, all the fear, just that one act of releasing resistance is profoundly powerful vibrationally for you. And this is when we can just start, maybe the beginning meditations, we're not doing anything, we're just breathing and we're releasing tension from our body. Then we can start to play with conscious creation meditation, is what I call it, where I consciously go into my meditation space to create. So this is where I close my eyes and I visualize and I feel emotionally how amazing it's going to feel to have that soulmate, how amazing it's going to be in that new car that I want to drive, or how amazing it's going to feel to have the house of my dreams where I have a healing room and a yoga studio, and which I manifested that in a couple of days. I just visualized it, wrote in my journal to my angels exactly what I wanted. Thank you for taking care of the details. Shut the journal. It was like I ordered pizza. I was not concerned. I'm like, it's on its way. 2 days later, I'm standing in this house that I now live in, that I now lead amazing workshops and healings and do all of this magic here. And I honestly give myself so much credit for practicing that meditation time, and my angels so much credit, and all the earth angels so much credit who helped that dream come true. So it's not about any kind of worth or deservability or when the time is right as far as can I go and do this now. If you desire something now and you're ready for it now, you call it to you now. You become one with it now. And vibrationally, if you stay in that space, it's on its way now. It's not got to take long, but you need to stay there consistently. So if it seems like it's taken a while and that dream hasn't manifested in the fullest way yet, trust there's a reason and trust that it's on its way. And it's coming in a way that will be really amazing for your highest well-being. I always thank my guides for bringing to me what I ask for in the way that is for my highest good. That's a wise way to ask, because sometimes we could ask for something if we're in an ego place. we may be asking for something that we think we really desire and need, and it's really not what we truly need, and it could be very destructive for us. Or we may want something to happen just like this, and if it did come just like this, it could be very destructive. Like if we weren't prepared to handle that power and we called it in too fast, it could actually be our downfall. So if you trust that your guides and your angels know what you're really ready for and what you can handle, they are reading your vibration, they're assisting you. You just keep focused on your goals and dreams and thank them for bringing it in and feel it into being. Then once you're done with that feeling experience, 10, 15 minutes of meditation, you want to release it to the universe. I will bless that energy and I release it with love. And I thank the universe for orchestrating all the details for my highest good. That's it. And then you relax. I was telling a client today that people make manifesting such a difficult thing, and it's not. It is seriously as simple as ordering pizza. And here's what I'm going to tell you. If each of you are, like imagine you're at a bar and you want to order a drink, and the bartender comes over and they're like, hey, what do you want to order? And you're just like, I just want something to drink. And the bartender's like, well, would you like Pepsi? Do you want a tea? Do you want a beer? What do you want? And I don't know. I just want something to drink. And so you kind of can get where I'm going. The bartender is probably just like, seriously, come on, girl. Like, I just want you to tell me what you want because I'm not going to read your mind. I would like you to tell me what you want me to give you, and then I'll give it to you. So when we are asking our angels and our guides for things, and we're not very specific, but I just want a car. I just want a car. Your guides are like, well, what kind of car? Be specific. What kind of car? What kind of gas mileage? What color? What do you want the interior to feel like? The more specific you are with what you want, the quicker that will manifest, because it's like ordering pizza. Hey, can I have a pizza? Yeah, I don't know, just whatever you guys want to give me. And they're going to be like, what? Like, what do you want? Okay, here's a better way. This is how most of us would order pizza. It's not a big deal. Yeah, could I get a pizza? I'd like barbecue chicken. Could you throw some onions on there and maybe some bacon bits? What the heck? I'm feeling kind of funky today. And so, yeah, and we throw some chicken wings in there and a 2-liter of Pepsi. All right, thanks. See you later. Hang up. You go relax. You start setting the table because you know that freaking pizza's on the way, right? We don't get so stressed about it. We're just like, I ordered my pizza. Got 10 minutes. Pizza's going to be here. Come on, kids. Let's set the table. You're ready for your pizza. This is how you need to learn how to manifest your dreams, your soulmate, the car of your dreams. All of it is that simple. You need to be specific with what you want. You need to be clear. You need to let it go and trust it is on its way. And you relax. What happens when it's our pizza, we're pretty chill about it. Even though I have met some people that would be like, oh God, do you think the pizza's going to be on time? Do you think they're going to mess it up? What if they burn it? Like I have met people that are that neurotic about even pizza. But if we can really realize that it's a pretty simple thing and we can focus on our dreams the same way, this is how we'll bring it in. And we don't need to worry about it arriving. We just trust it's on its way. We need to be specific though. If you're saying, I just want to be rich, I really want to be rich. Your guides are like, well, what does that mean to you? What is rich to you? And you need to start exploring emotionally what that means to you. Does rich mean just a lot of money? Or does rich and wealthy mean I have plenty of time with my family and all my bills are paid? Or does it mean I have a yacht in the Caribbean and a lot of women that want me? I mean, everybody's got their version of that. And so we want to be very specific with what our wealth is and what we would like. What are the goals and dreams of our soul mission and desire that we would like to have fulfilled? And what is the very specific way we'd like it to be filled? Be clear, journal it if you'd like, give it to the universe, and release it and trust that it's on its way. Then start watching for the little glimmers of synchronicity that are coming in to guide you. Start watching for the little guidances that come in to say, hey, look, that's your dream, Tanya. What do you think about that? I remember when I wanted my dream car, I wanted a Prius, a pearl white Prius. And to some, that is not their dream car. This is my point. Maybe some people's dream car is a huge, big old truck, with tires 5 feet tall, and that's their dream car. Not mine, but it's theirs. So for me, I was like, I want to be economically efficient. I want to be environmentally friendly. I want to have a nice car that I can tote my stuff around. I do personal training. I do different things with art, and I want room to put stuff in. But I don't want to spend a lot, and I don't want to invest in this war with fuel on the planet. So that seemed like a really great focal point. Prius. Let's go for a pearl white one, gray interior. That sounds good. And when I gave very specific details of the car I wanted, I started to see pearl white Priuses everywhere. It was amazing. And I was just like, are you kidding me? There goes my car. And so what I did is I started imagining every time I see it closer, I'm like, there it is. It's coming closer. It's coming. And my friends would hear me. They're like, what is she talking about? I would get excited, like, there's my car. Oh, my God, my car. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. And I'd celebrate that. And one day an opportunity came to go to the dealer. It was like an intuitive, synchronistic day to go. I go in there. We're chatting with the guy. He's showing me cars. We test drive a Prius, but it wasn't a white one. It was like, I can't remember, but we test drove one. And come to find out, I told him I really want a pearl white one. And he checked the lot, and they had one pearl white Prius, exactly in the price range I wanted to pay, everything. And I said yes, and I went and signed the paperwork. I wasn't in fear. Oh, what if the angels don't give me money to pay for it? They're going to give you the money. They brought you the car. Why would they withhold the funds now? So we each need to get more discerning about this. We need to realize that if we can powerfully draw it to us, we're going to be able to also draw to us the money to help pay for it. If people want to go on workshops or retreats with me and they're like, Tanya, I really want to go, but I can't afford it. I'm like, if you want to keep telling the universe you can't afford things, you're right. You will never be able to go. But if you want to start saying to the universe, I want to go on Tanya's healing retreat. This sounds amazing. Thank you, angels, for bringing the abundance. Thank you for clearing the path. Thank you for bringing all the details together so that her and I can have an amazing weekend together learning about empowerment. That is the aligned way to manifest. If you want to keep telling the universe you can't afford things, you will not afford them. I promise you, because you are each the creator. Does that make sense to everybody?
Makes sense here. And
okay.
Kathy's adding her comment about, I guess it's about that there are always people who try to make you feel worthless. She said it's usually a reflection of how they are feeling about some aspect of themselves.
Oh, thank you, Kathy. Yes. And this is whenever I have people project things on me, and trust me, as much as you guys think the high vibrational angel girl never gets messed with, oh, do you have there is another reality to that. But I totally don't expect negative to come to me. I totally welcome love and light. But if low vibration comes in, it's coming in and it's not about me. It's just an energy. It's like a cloud going through the sky. If it's a rainy day, does it mean that the angels don't love us? If they love me, it wouldn't be rainy. No, it's just a rainy day. So when an energy comes in that's low vibration, that's exactly what I will say to it. If it tries to project its stuff on me, I will just simply, whoa, you do not have a right to control my energy. I send you love and light. And I hope that you can look into whatever is going on inside of you that is causing this, because this is not about me. And if we can each start to really speak this to people, when people are freaking out and they're projecting anger, they're coming into the office, slamming the door, and they're pissed off, and then they want to lash out at people and they want to cause them to submit, the first thing we need to realize is it is not about us. It is about them. They are having a battle going on internally in themselves, has nothing to do with us. But it is our important right to shine light on that and to make sure we're safe. So if it feels really uncomfortable, you need to get away from that energy and you need to give it space so that it can find its alignment again. And from a distance, shine light and help guide it back to the light if you choose. And if not, you don't need to owe it anything. You can just move on. But you're absolutely right. That energy and other people, when it's out of alignment, is really a battle within themselves, nothing to do with us. So it's really important that we don't take that personally and shame ourselves. So good job, Kathy. I wanted to read a page since we were talking about manifesting and abundance and all that, I randomly opened to a page from Getting Into the Vortex. And I'd like each of you, if you feel led, to close your eyes for a minute. And as I read these words, take this as a message from the universe directly to each of you to really listen to and process, okay? It says, we are so pleased to have this opportunity to express to you our appreciation for all that you are. We want to let you know that it is our absolute promise to you that the abundance you seek is coming. We have long enjoyed witnessing the expanding universe and the important part that you play in that expansion as your life causes you to launch continuing desires.